This is the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming Spider-Man in his homemade Spidey costume. The figure is part of the Vulture Build-A-Wing, Build-A-Figure wave from Marvel Legends by Hasbro. And here is the rest of the assortment. You build the wing, actually, because the Vulture is part of the figures included in the wave. A very nice looking homemade suit from the new upcoming 2017 Spider-Man Homecoming by Sony and Marvel collaborating with Sony. So very, very nice. I picked up the entire wave at Kramer Toy Warden out here in Manila. And he comes with this part of the Vulture's wing. Extra set of hands, the Thwip hands, which have these red and black gloves. And a hood piece, because that one is like he's put down the hood, and this one is the extra hood piece. So, okay, and he is here taking down Tombstone. She's probably not going to appear in the movie. I don't have anybody else to put there. Anyway, very nice. Some issues. I do have some comments about it, but all in all, I think Hasbro did a wonderful job representing this Spidey, this version of the cinematic universe Spider-Man. And here he is with the Stark Tech Spidey suit. Wow. I cannot wait to see this movie. Very, very excited to just see this movie. I'm gonna get brand new Spider-Man. I loved the other Spider-Man films. I mean, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, that was okay. It's pretty good. I loved Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I like both movies, but this one is setting up to be one of the best, I think, if not the best, out of all the Spider-Man films we have seen, or at least Spider-Man set of films we're gonna get from Sony and Marvel as well. All right, so in case you're wondering what Hasbro was going for with this particular look, or at Marvel at least, in this new movie, and it's like, he's gonna make his own suit. Why did they choose? Why the producers go with this one? He could have done a basic bodysuit, like a unitard or whatever, instead of this like jogging attire. I don't know what it's called. It's like he's gonna rob a bank type of motif. For all you kids out there, if you weren't aware, there was in the comic books a clone of Spider-Man. The Jackal cloned Peter Parker and made him think he was the real Spider-Man, and made Peter Parker think he was a clone, and vice versa, and whatever. He was called Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider. And I think it's a nice play on the costume. Look at the armbands. Those are the precursors to the Stark Tech web shooters. There's no belt, but look at the hoodie. It's like a reverse colors of the old blue and red of Scarlet Spider, and now he's like more blue and less red. The mask, obviously it's different. He's gonna put some goggles on. I totally understand this one. The way Peter Parker started out as Spider-Man, he was what was his wrestling name? The Jumping Spider, or the Man Spider, or whatever. I can totally imagine a kid like putting together something like this instead of something like that. The boots, yeah, it's a nice touch, like red socks with some red shoes. That's fine. Really nice gloves. That's all he could get when he was a kid. So you get the idea. It's a play on the Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly. So you can pop off the head. Let's talk about the accessories. You can pop off the head and put this one instead, and squeeze in that head. Okay. All right, and yeah, it looks okay. Now it looks like he's really gonna rob a bank, but I kind of prefer this one. I kind of like the whole mask exposed, not this. He looks, yeah. So yeah, let's get rid of that. It's kind of hard to remove. Okay, even without the hood, he looks okay, but yeah, it wouldn't be complete. He is wearing a hoodie, like a sweater hoodie, so that's fine. I like it this way. Okay. The extra hands are the Thwip hands. Much tighter this time around. They're okay. Just they have issues with paint. If you're sifting through several on the pegs, there's only one per case. Only one of this figure per case, and there's a lot of various paint issues going around there. You see that the flesh getting into the black, or the black getting into the flesh, which kind of sucks. It has to do with factory issues. I mean, quality control, as you can see, the finger's not painted nicely. There's like more black paint on the... it could have been better. I'm sure customizer, it's an easy fix for customizers, and yeah, I'm sure it is. So let me just replace this one. Okay. I like the closed fists better, actually, but we'll see. Okay, so that's that. Overall sculpt, not bad. My only problem is the color choice. I'm sure they were going for accuracy. I'm sure this is how he looked like with some old jogging pants and a sweater. I'm sure this is how he looked like in the movie, but I wish the colors would have been brighter, I suppose, or more vibrant. And it's not the paint. I think it's the plastic they used to mold the pieces. So that's my comment. Other than that, I think it's pretty good. It's looking great. Paint apps, I already mentioned it. There's some issues with the flip hands, even on the fist hands. I mean, see, there are places where there should be more flesh onto the eyes. I've seen several in the store that have the white. There's so much excess white paint going onto the, not so much, a little bit of excess white paint going to the black, and it's not a perfect tempo, so to speak. Yeah, they were trying to go with a lens kind of look with this pearlesque type of white, but it didn't work so much, mainly because of the issues, the quality issues. But they could have done a better job with that one, because here, the Photoshop version, it's so much different. And as you can see, this one, it's a little bit angled. And in most of if not all of the figures that I've seen, they're really angled, and they didn't follow the contour of those goggles where it's supposed to be. So very, very big I have a big gripe with that on quality control with Hasbro. They could have at least aligned that white to make it look less goofy or less bug-eyed look, but it works. I'm sure the figure arts will do a better job, or Diamond Select, whatever, but this is not bad as it is as a Hasbro figure. So articulation for the figure, it looks to me like a brand new mold. I don't think we've seen this mold anywhere else. It's a teenage sized body mold. I don't know if they can recycle this one. Maybe they'll do a Ben Reilly in this scale, I don't know, but very hard to recycle. It's a very, very new mold. Ball jointed neck, that's on a hinge, ratcheting ab crunch a little bit, and it's very tight hip joints. They kind of spring back on mine for some reason. Ball hinge shoulders, ball bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and the ball hinge wrists. Yep. Ball jointed hips, goes this way and that way. Thigh swivel, there's some weathering right there. I don't know if that's quality issues or that was intended. It looks like it's a quality issue. Double jointed knees, calf swivel, which really is like a very low cut. And then ball hinge. I wish they would have cut it here, but it would have been too high and the joint would have no space. So it was probably production wise, it was inefficient to cut it here, so they cut it there. That's fine. Ball hinge ankles with the rocker joints. So not a bad figure. I just wish the quality control, quality assurance on this particular figure would have been better. But as it is, it's not too bad. Would have been perfect for me had the paint apps been okay, or the color choices would have been okay. As it is, it's a 9 out of 10 for me. I think it's a worthy pickup. I think if you're really into the cinematic universe, and you know that Spider-Man's going to be in the Marvel universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe as well, he's a great addition to your cinematic collection, cinematic universe, Marvel Legends collection. And I like it. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Marvel Legends series, Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man in his homemade Spidey suit. Thanks for watching.